Hey guys, you alright? Right, this is going to be a bit of a different one today. The MT10's done about 4,000 miles now, and the Bridgestones S22s have been pretty good, but they are shot. They're gone at this point. Can't really see much. There's a lot of tread on the side, but they are just really squared off, and they just feel horrible. They feel awful, especially when tipping into corners. I set my tyre pressures at a specific limit, specific pressure during the year. When it gets down to winter, I usually drop my pressures just a little bit more, maybe 2 or 3 psi. So we're currently running about, actually I've brought them up a little bit, so it's about 34 psi front and rear. I took it out for a ride yesterday and it's awful. So in the background I've gone and got myself some new tyres. I don't have a tyre fitting machine, although I'd love one. But yeah, we're going to take the wheels off of the MT10, so I just thought I'd document the process of doing that. And then yeah, we'll get the new tyres. We're going down to Staff's Triumph, which I haven't been down to in a while, so that should be good to see those guys. And we've got the Michelin Power 6s. So yeah, I'm just going to take you through the process of taking the front and rear wheels off these bikes. It's fairly simple. I'm sure you've seen it a million times, but it's content, so let's go. Right, so here are the tyres. These are the Michelin Power 6s. These are fairly new, they've just come out. I usually would go with the Road series, but I went for the Road 5s on my Speed Triple 1200 a few years back, if you remember. And they were just a little bit too soft for me. So I've gone with these. These are more of a race road tyre rather than the sort of standard sports touring tyre. And I can hopefully take these on track this year as well. So yeah, we're going to get those on. The profile on them is massive. They're like a they're like a triangle. And I've gone to a 200 rear section at the back because I just prefer a 200 rear. And we're going to see what it's like on the MT10. It's not going to affect handling at all, I don't think, because of the profile of the tyre and the fact that that is flat as fuck. So what we are going to do is we're going to get the bike up on the con stand. What I've already done is loosened everything off that I need to, because I need to get out of here as soon as possible, really. And we're going to, yeah, go from there. Oh! Right, don't kick your ankle into the metal. Oh! Fuck! Oh, shit. What a retard. You know, I hurt myself so fucking much all the time. Oh, bastard, that was right on my ankle. I went and fucking smashed into that fucking thing. Ow. Hey, babes. I was kicking it in like that, and I just went, fuck off, and that smashed into my fucking ankle.
Ooh, so you like razor scooted yourself?
Basically, yeah. Oh, shit. Oops. Ow! There we go. Right, I'm lifting it up so I can get the chain. Oh, come on, you bastard. I'm not in a very good position. Rubber. Oh, Christ. Right. So that's on the left hand side. And that's the right hand side. It goes on there like that, just so I know which way to put it back in. I'm going to take the calipers out of this. If I can get the angle right. Where are you? Right, that's the left hand spacer. Where's the right spacer? There's the right one. Okay. That was the captive side, so that goes on there. That was the free leg, so that goes there. Ow! Yeah.
It's just you going, ow!
That's the majority of my videos these days, just me fucking grunting. Nothing else on there.
What a retard, or is that weird ass move? No, I'm not, it's still around. spun around.
Yippee! Off to South Triumph. Yippee! Let's go to South Triumph. Yippee! Yippee! Bee. That's a nice bee. Right, everybody, we are back from Staff's Triumph. Nice to see everybody down there. A nice fresh set of rubber. And we're just going to put everything back together, but first, before we do that, I'm going to give things a little bit of a clean. Yeah, whilst everything's been off, I've just been giving the back of the bike a clean and bits where I can never usually get to. I'm just going to go ahead and clean all these off camera, give them a nice wipe down, sort everything out, and then I should be back with the install. Right, so one thing that we are going to do is we are going to grease, well, firstly going to clean up any of the corrosion starting to happen on the axle, both of them, and I'm just going to grease them up because they had nothing on, they were dry as anything, which was why it's kind of hard to get out, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to go over this now. So mostly it's just dirt, and yeah, we'll get to install. So what I'm doing here, I'm just using that was a chicken, okay, and I'm just very lightly going over this to get any of the corrosion stuff off, and because I don't want to take the coating off this. I think it's been zinc coated, I'm not too sure. Usually zinc's a different colour than this, so I'm not sure what this would have been coated in, but just getting that sort of stubborn bits of shit off basically, and we're good to go. Right, so we're all done with the cleaning as best as I can without obviously taking the coatings and stuff off them. So what I'm going to do now is just going to get myself some grease. I'm just going to put a fairly thin coating over the axle, and we are pretty much good to go with that one. I'm going to do the same for the other one off camera, and yeah, we'll go from there. Right, so I've cleaned, well, I've tried to anyway. I cleaned all the shit out from the brakes and all the underside and the carriage. I missed a bit there, but just give it a nice little clean whilst it's out, you know, may as well. And I'm going to need a new chain soon because the chain is absolutely fucking buggered. And obviously you want to make sure that the tyre and wheel are facing the right way. So you've got rear forward, so that's facing into the bike. I'm just hoping this stool doesn't snap on me whilst I'm doing this, because that would be fun. Right, so I've got the chain under, put my spacer back in. The axle. Okay, so now, right, line that up. Oh, right, we're in. Right, so I've just been cleaning the brakes off. Whilst I've got them off, I may as well do a little bit of a brake clean. Push the caliper, I've pushed the piston back in. Managed to get in here with what I've got. And then these are a little bit annoying because you've got to balance these on the outside. Kind of drop it in from the top, and these little latches on the brake pads themselves sit on the mount. So you've got to get one either side. And then once they're set on the rotor like that, everything should line back up again. Yeah, and that should be that. Just double check, make sure they're in, which I think they are, and then we'll button her up and then we'll be ready to go. What do you want? What do you want, missus? Oh, okay. Don't eat polystyrene, you... Oh, God. Ooh. Is that right, eh? Chamberlain. Right, you go in. Sorry, but you can't eat fucking polystyrene, you silly mare. Get out. Get out, Clay. Not allowed in here. Go on, missus. You as well. Out you go. Come on, T-Rex. Come on. Goodbye. Right, gang, so that's the rear on. I have aligned the wheel as best I can for now. I'm going to tighten it up properly once it's on the deck, and then we'll go over wheel alignment again just to make sure it's doubly perfect. For now, let's get to the front. I had to take my gloves off because I had quite a bad reaction to brake cleaning, which I've never done before. Never had that. Now you'll notice that the stanchions on the front forks, they move like this. Now the captive leg versus the free leg, you will have to basically get the bike down, bounce it around whilst everything's still a bit loose. in order for the forks to line up properly, because as you can see now I can turn those anyway, and if the wheel is not on straight then we're going to have a lot of problems with the brakes, the disc, etc. We've got this guy, again, making sure that the is the right way round. So I thought it would be best if I actually clean the thing before I put it on, because now's the chance. What? My fucking hands came up in like a fucking massive rash, proper like huge before, and this was like stinging like it had been stung by nettles. And it was just, as soon, if I moved it was fine, but as soon as I stayed it still, it's still kind of there. It's like, you know, stinging nettles, are they like? Yeah, kind of. You know how it was like, Right, so I've got each spacer in either side, and then whack this boy in. So we've got this lined up, and then we're just going to push from this side here, on the side, and we're going to push the spindle in, push the axle into place. Come on, there we go, and we're in. As you can see, they're going to be somewhat aligned, but they still have room to play. So make sure that the wheel spins, which it does, and then just add the nut back to the captive side for now. And then we're going to start to put the brakes back on into their locations, and we're just going to put the bolts in. We're not going to tighten anything up right now. I've not torqued anything up yet. So now to put the calipers on, and we were doing a neat little trick in a minute, but for now, leaving that loose. One bolt back in, put the bolt back in, just very loosely for now. There we go. Now we've got the calipers on. The bolts are down, but the calipers are still loose. You know, we've got no problems with the front wheel rolling. We're going to tighten this guy up. We want it tight, but we don't want to over torque it. So this is 115 Newton meters. The rear is 190, believe it or not, which is fucking insane. Once we've done that, then we're going to pinch up, tighten up these pinch bolts. Just press hand tight for now. So that is the captive leg done. Now the other leg, which is the free leg, needs to be basically put into place, because obviously that is bearing against the free leg, because that's the captive leg. So what we need to do is get the bike on its weight, and then we need to push down on the bike in order to settle the stanchions, make sure that they're correctly aligned, and then from there we then pump the brakes and get the wheel to spin. And when you can pull the brakes in and the wheel stops, hold the brakes in and tighten your calipers up to the recommended torque setting. So then you know that the brake pads and the calipers are aligned to the brake discs themselves in a linear fashion, because everything wants to go forward. You know, we don't want any kind of twists or turns, anything like that. This just helps straighten things out. So I'll crack on with that. Right. Go over there. Just get the kickstand down on this for now. Now this is just aligning that front wheel, making sure that it's straight over the centre of the bike. Obviously you don't want any zips in the way. And then you're just going to put all your pressure on the middle of the bike. And then on the front, push on the front. If you've got a paddock stand, I highly recommend that. Now what we do is tighten up the left pinch bolt. But that should now mean that your wheel is central and it's aligned, and you're not going to have any problems. Now all we need to do is get our brakes sorted. Right, so the wheel's now on the floor, off the floor, and we're just going to spin the wheel like this, and wherever it lands, hold the brake in and start to nip up your calipers. Again, torque them down, reach over to the side, don't let go of the lever, and then tighten these up. Appreciate you can't see it, but, and there you go. That's your brakes aligned, as well as your front forks. Sweet. Okay, now final. Oh shit. Now it's just down to final torque settings. Make sure your chain's definitely aligned, right tension, etc. And then we're done. I'm going to put the rear front hugger back on, and yeah, and we're done. I don't even know you've even been able to see me there, but so that's it. Your front wheel is aligned. Your brakes are aligned to the discs. The rear wheel is going to double check once it's off the stand and the weight's on it that the tension's fine, because at the minute it's obviously up. And then we'll tinker about with that, and then yeah, set the tyre pressures. I'll take it out for a spin, make sure everything's okay, and yeah, we're done. I won't bore you with all that stuff because you've seen enough already. But yeah, a full review of these tyres will be coming. I'll be scrubbing them in, etc. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very, very soon, I'm sure. And until next time, boys and girls, sort 'em out. See you soon.